Everybody, this is Don Koss, your host for Big Time Wrestling. Today, one of the biggest main events you're going to find anywhere in the world. In fact, I'm surprised that we're going to have it on television. Tama Samoa and Rip Oliver. This is going to be a war right out there in the middle of the ring. We've got news for you. We've got interviews for you. And, of course, all the action right after this. Don't go away. Oh, Big Time Wrestling. Oh, my goodness. Glad to have you along with us. And certainly are glad to have these folks here in the arena. This place is packed and it's jumping again. My goodness. For those of you watching us on KTZZ Channel 22 in Seattle, welcome. Certainly glad to have you folks along. Those of you over in the Spokane area, Cox Cable, you watch us every Tuesday and Thursday. And we appreciate that. Certainly glad to have you. Boy, you're going to be glad that you are along, too. Main event, Tama Samoa, Rip Oliver. The feud continues. The riot continues between these two men. They've been chasing each other throughout the entire Northwest. I believe it's going to come to a head today. Look out. My goodness. I can't believe all the stuff we got going on today. Chris Colt is going to start out here. And I have no idea who he's going to be battling. Things are so exciting here. They change every day. Tama Samoa. Well, here's a guy who keeps improving every single week, every single day for that matter. He has become very, very popular throughout the Northwest. Tama Samoa, with his exciting brand of pro wrestling, and Chris Colt, of course, one of the legends in this business, really. Here's Don Owen to make the announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next event will be one fall. Introducing in this corner, 220 pounds from Los Angeles, Chris Colt. His opponent in this corner, 228 pounds from the South Pacific, Tama Samoa.
The referee for our first match tonight, NWA referee Sandy Barr. Chris Colt and Tama Samoa. Well, we're glad to see these folks here in the arena. And they pack the arenas wherever these guys go, and for very good reason. These are the finest action pro wrestlers you're going to find anywhere in the pro wrestling world today. Chris Colt, the original rock and roll wrestler, has wrestled literally around the world. Quite a history on Chris Colt. He used to have his hair colored all kinds of different wild colors. He toured, in fact, for a while with Joe Cocker in England. So has quite a, he's probably the first rock and wrestling pro wrestler. Crowd really getting on Chris Colt. Of course, he likes to give them a bad time, too. And he's still got that bandage, that tape around the midsection. I don't know what happened there. We didn't hear anything about that. Now he's going to yell at this side of the crowd a little bit. They're going to yell back at him. He should be paying attention to Tama Samoa. Oh, you keep an eye on Tama. Boy, I tell you, this guy he's getting more sensational with the more experience that he gets. Than he's been here a few months. Now watch this. Drop kick. And down and out goes Chris Colt. Tama Samoa finally said, hey, you've had enough of this stuff. You're not here to fight the crowd. You're here to fight me. You better start paying attention to me. Oh, Tama Samoa, you talk about element of surprise. Just a drop kick right on the back of Chris Colt. And Colt just went flying outside. Lucky he didn't end up in one of the first or second rows out there. Now he's complaining that Tama Samoa grabbed his hair, not getting... He's not getting too much respect no matter where he turns. We do have an announcement for you folks in the Freitas area, Freitas, Washington. The ring that they transport from city to city did not make it to Freitas last week in time, and we certainly apologize. We want to assure the fans that the ring will be there on time on August the 12th. I can really assure you of that. August 12th, we're going to be in Freitas, Washington, only this time with the ring and with the matches. And we promise we will make it this time on August the 12th. Is that right? Larry Neat, you got to be kidding. Larry Neat's our director out there in the bus. And Freitas, Washington holds a soft spot in Larry's heart. His wife is from Omak. She graduated from Omak High School, you say? Is that right? And you're going to be there on August the 12th. Probably front row, right, Larry? Okay. Listen, they may just take this whole bus that we use here for our matches and just take it right on up there to Freitas for those matches, because they're going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one. In fact, Larry, can you assure us that the ring will be there if you have to take it in the bus? Okay. We got the word from Larry Neat that the ring certainly will be there if he has to take it up there in the bus. Thank you, Larry. I know all the folks in the Omak, Freitas area certainly. Thank you for that. Chris Colt working on the trapezius of Tama Samoa under the watchful eye of referee Sandy Barr. Hey, I see we're taking big time wrestling over to the great state of Idaho, because right after we leave Freitas, Washington on August 12th, we're going over to Post Falls, Idaho, August 13th. And then on the 14th, we're going to be in Lewiston, Idaho. Shoulder tackle by Tama Samoa, and he just took a knee into the midsection by Chris Colt. Colt going to go upstairs, second floor, coming down, double-handed smash across the back. And Tama Samoa rolls over. In pain, of course, and that's causing more pain right there. The hold on the trapezius by Chris Colt. And then on August 15th, we're going to be heading right on back to the state of Washington to Walla Walla. Outside goes Tama Samoa. And Chris Colt is going outside also to yell at that side of the crowd a little bit. Now he's coming over. Oh, and plants a boot right on top of the head of Tama Samoa. He just keeps kicking away. Tama Samoa down on his hands and knees on the concrete floor. Chris Colt raising his hands in mock victory in the middle of the ring. Talk about whiplash. Outside goes Tama Samoa again. Chris Colt, the man they love to hate. Now Tama Samoa just he rolled under the ring. He rolled under the ring to the other side and sneaked up. Another sneak attack by Tama Samoa. Chris Colt went over here on this side of the ring. Where'd he go? Tama Samoa rolled clear under the ring, came up on the other side, and drop kicked Chris Colt outside of the concrete floor. Another sneak attack. Now, you folks in Ephrata and Post Falls and Lewiston and Walla Walla, you watch your local newspapers, will you, for time and place for these matches. Oh, hard chops from Tama Samoa. Here comes a whip into the turnbuckle. Goes Chris Colt, and he was waiting as Tama Samoa pays for more dues. Tama, he's a rookie in this sport, and boy, he's paying for it right now at the hands of a real veteran, Chris Colt. Chris Colt, another forearm smash across the back. Leg trip, takedown by Colt, arm bar. Working on the left arm of Tama Samoa. This is our first match today on Big Time Wrestling. Main event, look out. Coco Samoa, Rip Oliver. Oh, Chris Colt pulled the hair, and I think he got caught this time. He did. He got caught by referee Sandy Barr. A boot right in the midsection from Tama Samoa. And there go the fingers again, right into the throat. Chris Colt using those fingers have drove him right into the throat of Tama Samoa. Everybody on this side of the ring saw it. Everybody on the other side of the ring suspected it again. Have fingers being driven into the throat. A right hand, another right hand. Here comes a body slam. Leg drop. A reversal whip. Into the ropes goes Tama Samoa. And a victory roll. Yes, sir. He's got him over, but does he have him hooked in? He's got him. Tama Samoa with a victory roll on Chris Colt, and he hooked him in and got the victory. Tama Samoa winner over Chris Colt. We'll be back with a special interview right after this timeout.